Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Pocket Eikaiwa, your pocket English conversation every day.
And I'm Michael. Hi, Olivia.
Hey, Michael. You used the same verb 3 times before we started, but every sentence had a completely different meaning.
I did? Which verb was it?
Get. You said, I need to get ready, I got your message, and the weather is getting warmer.
You're right. One small verb helped me express 3 different ideas.
And that is perfect timing because today we are going to practice 9 essential verbs that can help you speak more naturally in everyday English.
This is a 20-minute speaking lesson for A2 and B1 learners. We will not memorize long dictionary definitions.
Instead, we will learn each verb inside useful chunks and complete sentences.
We call this the verb and chunk method.
For every verb, you will learn 3 common chunks. First, hear the chunk. Then, repeat a complete sentence. Finally, use the pattern to talk about your own life.
The 9 verbs are get, make, take, have, do, go, come, give, and keep.
These verbs look simple, but they appear in hundreds of real conversations.
Do not try to learn every possible meaning today. Focus on the chunks we practice and let each sentence become familiar.
Ready? Let us begin with one of the most flexible verbs in English, get.
Our first chunk is get ready. It means prepare yourself for something.
Slowly. I need to get ready for work.
Normal speed. I need to get ready for work.
Your turn. I need to get ready for work.
You can change the final word. I need to get ready for class.
Or, we need to get ready for the trip.
Our second chunk is get home.
Slowly. I usually get home around 6.
Normal speed. I usually get home around 6.
Your turn. I usually get home around 6.
Notice that we say get home, not get to home.
Our third chunk is get better. It means improve or become healthier.
Slowly. My English is getting better.
Normal speed. My English is getting better.
Your turn. My English is getting better.
You can also say, I hope you get better soon when someone is sick.
Now use get in your own answer. What time do you usually get ready in the morning?
What time do you get home?
And what is getting better in your life?
Answer one question with a complete sentence.
Excellent. Our second verb is make.
We often use make when we create something or cause a result.
The first chunk is make a decision.
Slowly. I need to make a decision today.
Normal speed. I need to make a decision today.
Your turn. I need to make a decision today.
The second chunk is make time. This means create space in your schedule.
Slowly. I try to make time for English every day.
Normal speed. I try to make time for English every day.
Your turn. I try to make time for English every day.
The third chunk is make sure. It means check that something is correct or certain.
Slowly. Make sure you have your keys.
Normal speed. Make sure you have your keys.
Your turn. Make sure you have your keys.
Here's another example. I called to make sure everything was okay.
Now complete this thought. I need to make a decision about...
And this one, I make time for...
Finally, what do you always make sure to do before leaving home?
Give one answer now.
Great. Our fifth verb is take.
The first chunk is take a break.
Slowly. Let's take a short break.
Normal speed. Let's take a short break.
Your turn. Let's take a short break.
The second chunk is take time. It means require time.
Slowly. Learning a language takes time.
Normal speed. Learning a language takes time.
Your turn. Learning a language takes time.
We can also ask, how long does it take?
The third chunk is take care. We use it when talking about looking after someone or something.
Slowly. I need to take care of a few things.
Normal speed. I need to take care of a few things.
Your turn. I need to take care of a few things.
We also say take care when saying goodbye.
Now answer, when do you usually take a break?
What activity takes a lot of your time?
What activity takes a lot of your time?
Who or what do you take care of?
Choose one question and answer it. Very good. get, make, and take are already giving you many useful sentences.
Our fourth verb is have.
Have is not only about owning something, it appears in many everyday chunks.
The first is have time.
Slowly. Do you have time to talk?
Normal speed. Do you have time to talk? Your turn. Do you have time to talk?
You can answer, yes, I have a few minutes, or sorry, I don't have time right now. The second chunk is have a problem.
Slowly. I'm having a problem with my phone.
Normal speed. I'm having a problem with my phone.
Your turn. I'm having a problem with my phone.
The third chunk is have a chance.
Slowly. I didn't have a chance to call you.
Normal speed. I didn't have a chance to call you.
Your turn. I didn't have a chance to call you.
This means you did not have enough time or opportunity.
Now imagine a friend asks, "Did you finish the report?"
You can answer, I didn't have a chance to finish it.
What did you not have a chance to do this week?
Start with, I didn't have a chance to.
Your answer.
Excellent. Our fifth verb is do.
Often focuses on an activity, task, or action.
The first chunk is do my best.
Slowly. I'll do my best.
Normal speed. I'll do my best.
Your turn. I'll do my best. Your turn. I'll do my best.
This is a useful response when something may be difficult, but you are willing to try.
The second chunk is do the work.
Slowly, we still need to do the work.
Normal speed. We still need to do the work.
Your turn. We still need to do the work.
The third chunk is do something.
Slowly, we should do something different this weekend.
Normal speed. We should do something different this weekend.
Your turn. We should do something different this weekend.
Now complete. I always do my best when.
And this weekend, I want to do something.
Say one complete thought.
Great. Let us use have and do in a short conversation.
Do you have time to help me?
I have a few minutes. What do you need?
I'm having a problem with this task.
I'll do my best to help.
Thank you. I didn't have a chance to check it yesterday.
No problem. Let's do the work together.
Now repeat the final line. Let's do the work together.
Your turn.
Our sixth verb is go.
The first chunk is go out.
Slowly. I don't usually go out on weekdays.
Normal speed. I don't usually go out on weekdays.
Your turn. I don't usually go out on weekdays.
The second chunk is go back.
Slowly. I need to go back to the office.
Normal speed. I need to go back to the office.
Your turn. I need to go back to the office.
The third chunk is go well.
Slowly. I hope the meeting goes well.
Normal speed. I hope the meeting goes well.
Your turn. I hope the meeting goes well.
After the meeting, someone may ask, how did it go?
You can answer, it went well, or it didn't go as planned.
Now answer, how did your day go yesterday?
Start with, it went.
Your answer.
Good. Our seventh verb is come.
Go usually describes movement away from a place. Come often describes movement toward the speaker or a shared place.
The first chunk is come back.
Slowly, what time are you coming back?
Normal speed, what time are you coming back?
Your turn. What time are you coming back?
The second chunk is come in.
Slowly, please come in and have a seat.
Normal speed, please come in and have a seat.
Your turn. Please come in and have a seat.
The third chunk is come up. It can mean appear, happen, or be mentioned.
Slowly, something important came up.
Normal speed, something important came up.
Your turn. Something important came up.
This is useful when an unexpected situation changes your plan.
For example, I'm sorry I can't come. Something came up.
Now imagine you need to cancel a plan. Say, I'm sorry, something came up.
Your turn.
Excellent. Our eighth verb is give.
The first chunk is give advice.
Slowly, can you give me some advice?
Normal speed. Can you give me some advice?
Your turn. Can you give me some advice?
Notice that advice is uncountable. We say some advice, not an advice.
The second chunk is give it a try. It means try something, even if you are uncertain.
Slowly, I'm nervous, but I'll give it a try.
Normal speed. I'm nervous, but I'll give it a try.
Your turn. I'm nervous, but I'll give it a try.
The third chunk is give me a minute.
Slowly, give me a minute to think.
Normal speed. Give me a minute to think.
Your turn. Give me a minute to think.
This phrase helps you avoid freezing when you need more time.
Now answer, what is something new you want to give a try?
Start with, I want to give.
Your answer.
Great. Our ninth and final verb is keep.
Keep often means continue or stay in the same condition.
The first chunk is keep going.
Slowly, you're doing well. Keep going.
Normal speed. You're doing well. Keep going.
Your turn. You're doing well. Keep going.
The second chunk is keep in touch.
Slowly, let's keep in touch.
Normal speed. Let's keep in touch.
Your turn. Let's keep in touch.
We say this when we want to continue communicating with someone.
The third chunk is keep trying.
Slowly, keep trying even when it feels difficult.
Normal speed, keep trying even when it feels difficult.
Your turn. Keep trying even when it feels difficult.
Now complete, I want to keep.
Maybe, I want to keep learning, keep practicing, or keep improving.
Say your sentence now.
Wonderful! You have practiced all 9 verbs.
Before the final review, let us use them in 2 short conversations.
The first conversation happens at work.
Olivia, do you have time to talk about the presentation?
I have a few minutes. What came up?
We need to make a small change before the meeting.
All right. Give me a minute to open the file.
The final section is too long and we need to make sure the main point is clear.
I agree. I can take out 2 examples and keep the strongest one.
Good idea. How long will that take?
About 20 minutes. I'll do my best to finish before lunch.
Thank you. I hope the presentation goes well.
It will. We just need to keep going and check everything carefully.
What problem came up?
The final section of the presentation was too long.
What did Olivia decide to do?
She decided to take out 2 examples and keep the strongest one.
Now repeat this useful response. Give me a minute to open the file.
Your turn.
And this one. I'll do my best to finish before lunch.
Your turn.
The second conversation is about weekend plans.
Are you going out this weekend?
I'm not sure. Something came up, so I may need to go back to my parents' house.
Is everything okay?
Yes, they're having a small problem with their computer, and they asked me to take a look.
That should not take all weekend.
Probably not. If I get home early, I might come to the cafe in the evening.
Great. Give me a call when you get back.
I will. I also want to make time for some English practice.
You can do both. Bring your notebook and we can practice together.
That sounds good. I'll give it a try.
And if the computer takes longer than expected, we can meet another day.
Thanks. Let's keep in touch.
Why might Michael change his weekend plan?
Because his parents are having a problem with their computer.
What will he do if he gets home early?
He may come to the cafe and practice English with Olivia.
Now answer about your weekend. Are you going out, staying home, or going somewhere else?
Use at least 2 verbs from today in your response.
Give your answer now.
Excellent. These conversations show why chunks matter. The same 9 verbs can help you discuss work, plans, problems, time, and decisions.
Now let us review them through a real-life story. Listen for every verb.
I got ready early because I had an important meeting.
I made sure I had everything, and then I took the bus to work.
I had a little time before the meeting, so I did my best to prepare.
The meeting went well, but something unexpected came up afterward.
A coworker asked me to give her some advice.
I told her to keep going and give the new idea a try.
That short story used get, make, take, have, do, go, come, give, and keep.
Now, listen again, one sentence at a time, and repeat. I got ready early.
Your turn.
I made sure I had everything.
Your turn.
I took the bus to work.
Your turn.
I had a little time.
Your turn.
I did my best to prepare.
Your turn.
The meeting went well.
Your turn.
Something unexpected came up.
Your turn.
I gave her some advice.
Your turn.
I told her to keep going.
Your turn.
Excellent. Now we will do a quick choice challenge.
Choose get or make. I need to blank ready.
Get. I need to get ready.
Choose make or take. Let's blank a break.
Take. Let's take a break.
Choose have or do. I didn't blank a chance to call.
Have. I didn't have a chance to call.
Choose go or come. I hope the meeting blanks well.
Go. I hope the meeting goes well.
Choose give or keep. I'll blank it a try.
Give. I'll give it a try.
Final one. You are doing well, blank going.
Keep. Keep going.
Your final challenge is to choose 3 verbs from today and use them in one short story about your life.
You can begin. This morning I got ready.
Then add make, take, have, do, go, come, give, or keep.
Your story does not need advanced vocabulary. Use the chunks you practiced and connect the ideas clearly.
Take a moment and say your story out loud.
Beautiful. That is how common verbs become speaking tools.
Do not memorize a verb alone. Keep it with the words that naturally follow it.
Get ready. Make time. Take a break. Have a chance. Do your best. Go well. Come back. Give it a try. Keep going.
Those chunks are easier to remember and faster to use than isolated definitions.
Your practice challenge is to choose one verb each day and use its 3 chunks in real sentences.
Then write one sentence in the comments using your favorite verb from today.
If this lesson helped you, like the video and subscribe to Pocket Eikaiwa for more practical English with Olivia and Michael.
And continue with our next episode, Speak English Step by Step Sentence Building Practice. It will help you turn these verb chunks into longer answers and real conversations.
Until then, learn words in useful groups, say the complete sentence, and keep speaking.
We'll see you in the next episode of Pocket Eikaiwa.
Bye for now, everyone.
Bye!